Welcome to beautiful Colorado Springs and Falcon Stadium. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Bearcats headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Falcons' offense will be first on the attack. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch him this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very...
Might have a chance. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here we go, ready. Check. Quarterback making adjustments. Gets the back moving. The big fullback's got it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got it.
Snags it, and he's open. Running through contact. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Listen, as an offense, you'll flip the field any way you can. Backed up in their own end. It's the first play of the drive. We're just trying to get a completion, get the drive started, get it into a rhythm. But what a great individual effort there by the receiver that time. Once he had it, he turned it upfield, put on the jets, and all of a sudden now they are in great field position.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Dropping back, it's locked. Zings it complete to the right.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Gives it on the option. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
It's complete to the right.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Sends it back in motion. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the option. Pulls it on the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Fullback's got it. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire, being chased. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he loses the football on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Caught in the backfield, it's Burns. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Back to pass, it's Luck. Looking left. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Quick completion to the right. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off the play fake. He's got him. So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Locke. Under fire. Got a man. Stopped short of the first down marker. They are in field goal range, and 3 would make it a 2-possession game. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll send the back in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the fullback. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the Bearcat and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
This offense is trying to build on this lead right now, playing with tons of confidence. What a nice job there. Pass protection, quarterback doing a really great job, seeing the defense, reading the coverage, and being on the same page as his intended target. It's a big pickup for the offense, and here they go. They're trying to score more points.
The Bearcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Luck. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Makes a man miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Bearcats looking to convert on fourth down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Give to the fullback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
Wide open on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Sometimes you try to fool the defense with the fullback. Not fooled there.
Well, you better block for it. Goodness gracious, that's supposed to be a quick hitter, get me a few short yards, and there was nowhere to hit it. They just got hit in the backfield and brought the big fella down quickly.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature him in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
The option look.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Hydro! Booster! Hey, take it! 5492, waggle! 5492, waggle! Ready, go!
He's looking to throw. Fires left. He makes a catch. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Blue 22, ready, go!
Here comes the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Pressure coming. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's locked. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Gives it on the option. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the back. creates a little room. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds a little space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Sticks it in his belly. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Baylor taking on the Auburn Tigers.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barry Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Locke. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reed.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last two games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The play action fake. Got it. Breaks into the open. All the way. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll run the option. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Third down play from the gun. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Falcons decide to punt it away.
Number 94 on to punt it away.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Bearcats sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Gets the back moving. They'll give it to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, They can't
corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Sam Houston State's offense taking the field to start this drive.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And how about these defensive ends nowadays? No matter what scheme they're in, they're so strong, but so quick. So they can beat you with speed, or they can go through you. Either way, it's a tough spot for that offensive tackle to be in. And you saw that right defensive end come off the end and make the sack.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Bringing the heat. It's complete to the left. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Nestled just inside that right upright. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Looking downfield. It's locked. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The give on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback will keep it. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
There's some room. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the option. Pulls it on the option. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out.
There he goes. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Sends it back in motion. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to get the 2 and cut this to a 2-possession game. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Always
good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Ready, go!
Rides to back and leaves it. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Finds some fresh air. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Give to the fullback. Hard running there. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll ride Davis here. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Smart play call here. Anytime you can use the defense's aggressiveness against them, that's the way you do it. Eventually, you'll catch him out of position and bust a big play.
Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Falcons. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
27, Air Force 16.
Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back.
Turning it on. Spins away. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Slithers into space. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The give to the fullback, and he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
Goes to the option. The option, he'll keep it. The pitch. At the 45, on his way. And he's brought down, and he just about took it all the way. How about the timing on the pitch from this quarterback on the option? And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Air Force! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Break. Let's go. Ready. Go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a cut. Now he's loose. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today.
Really good 3rd down defense. Nice job playing the option, responsibility football, but still aggressive downhill, ready for the pitch. Great job getting the guy, getting to him, and getting him on the ground.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side.
One thing you know with this guy, fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. And I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the fourth quarter with the lead.
Go!
Running to Green. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Allen.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A disappointing start to this season as they opened 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who